Hey, 2.0 family, how you guys doing? All right, Tony here. 2.0, well, you already know that, right? All righty. I was sitting here watching all the comments go, and I see everybody talking to one another, and really appreciate that. I do want to say that the storms that came through Alabama, well, they were coming across the United States, but, they came across yesterday, all those tornadoes and stuff. So I hope everybody's safe. I know I reached out yesterday to Camping with Champion because I knew he was in Alabama. So checked with him yesterday, make sure that they were okay. They were in the midst of getting ready to get the storms, but I think, as far as I know, they went above and below. He just texted me a little while ago, so I'm thinking that they all are doing well. But then I know it rolled up through, and I saw, Lou, you got no energy today. No power. Don't want to say you don't have any energy. You got energy, right? But no power. So hope that hangs in there or comes back to anybody that lost anything, power and stuff like that. But that was an incredible storm that came through. I was watching Ryan Hall, y'all. Um, watching him talk about it. Whoa, he was busy yesterday and the day, even today, just a lot of storms, a lot of storms coming through. So we've had rain off and on here in Pennsylvania today. We just got the band is starting to go over my area just about now, but it is a much weakened storm than what it was. So we are getting thunder and lightning. They did say that, and wind, but not too much wind. All righty, here we go. Yeah, so Kitchen Witch, that's Tanya. She saw me on Healing Humanity, which is Homestead How. They're filming a documentary. They've been filming it for over a year now about carnivore. And because I'm subscribed to Homestead How, it pops up. Kerry's a great guy. And he opened up the live last night Q&A, but it was more, to call in and talk and, like 5 minutes and just say how you've been doing on carnivore. So I did tune into that. Go over and check his channel out if you want to see. I'm about the third person that popped in there, and it'll come up as Tony 2.0 instead of my channel because I have Tony 2.0 in this here. But glad you got to see that, Tanya. Really appreciate that. Yeah. Hey, Kelly, how are you doing? Joseph Kelly. Hi, Tony. I love that squirrel sign. Yeah, I know. Isn't it cool? That's the one right back there, right above that. And then I did like a copy and paste. I can pull a squirrel off of a picture and then I put it on. So he's looking down and I'm looking up at it. Squirrel. They're coming early, fast and furious, right? Hey, Gene, how you doing? Hello from Georgia. A little tired still from the storms and tornadoes last night. Thankfully, no damage to my place. That is great, Gene. Glad to hear that. Yeah, they were saying that make sure because a lot of them were at night, so you got to kind of make sure that you've got some kind of warning. On your phone or something like that, while you're sleeping. Because if you're sleeping and you sleep like me, you might not hear any of the sirens that go off. Here we go, Dennis. Yeah. How are you doing, brother? There we go. Stitches in the house saying hi to everyone. Alrighty, there's Nicholas Kramer from Pittsburgh. I'd love to meet you. I'll tell you what, looking right across the bottom of the screen, that's what made me put that up there, just to remind everybody that May 24th, Pavilion C at Knoebels Amusement Park. I am going to be at Pavilion C from the time they open to the time they close, which they open, I believe it's noon, 11 o'clock or noon. But then it closes at midnight. And I plan on staying there all the way to midnight. I don't know how many people are going to be coming around at midnight, but I figured I'd stay there all the way till in case somebody broke down and didn't get there till real late. Yeah. But I've got the pavilion all day, Pavilion C. So go watch a video. I'm sure I'll do another one before it happens, because I do want to do a walk through the park, just kind of do the little stuff. But they're getting the park ready right now, and I think the first day is in April sometime. Last weekend in April. All right, so that's your shout out, Nicholas Kramer. Hey, buddy. Yeah, Pittsburgh. How about them Penguins? Right? They hadn't been doing so good, but they did win a couple recently. I did see flashes on my phone every day. Yeah, nasty piece of weather the last 3 days. Yeah. Yeah, so good to see you, Stitch. I can see, I'd imagine you made it up to the other place in Colorado already. Yeah, evening, y'all on the quick. Yeah, I read that. Sorry to hear, Lou. Fine. I like camping. Yeah, how about it? You know what? One of the benefits of being a camper, or, going out and doing things like that, is that kind of prepares you for situations where if you don't have power, who cares? You're camping, right? But really prepares you. And I know when Helene came through, that's one of the things that Dennis was very thankful for, is he had a lot of gear for camping. He had a way to cook and things like that. Hopefully, with all the storm, I don't blink in and out too much. It says I got 5G, but not wide. Oh yeah, I guess it is wideband. Imagine that. All right, well, I can hear it raining though. Yeah. Sadly, too many folks. It wasn't good for. Hey, JP, how are you doing? Yeah, and Stitch is not going to be able to make it. Hopefully, you'll still come, Lou. You at least get to see half of us, right? Let's see. Yeah, no. Hopefully, the surgery goes good, Stitch. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, Cure for Parkinson's. How you doing? Absolutely. Good to see you in here. Let's see. We got Gray Williams. So what did you guys think of that last camp? So it was, it wasn't stealthy near a building or anything, but I don't always do stealth camps. So that is a area. I was kind of in that area, but in a different location of it before. I kind of wanted to go in this one road that circles around, and because I needed a place that I could walk, because it was a little bit of a walk, but I needed to be able to walk where I wasn't going like that or like that because of that fall. And if you noticed in the video, I did say at one point when I went to go put the game cam out, I came back and I was like, oh, this is starting to thump a little bit. So it was radiating thumping pain in my hip joint, right where it attaches to the leg. But it was good. It did set me back a little bit for the next couple days. So still doing the therapy though, but I did get in, got my blood work back, and I go to talk to them next week. But what's really nice, should I tell you guys about this? Yeah. So anyhow, I don't know if it's still like this. Let me just show you. So I went to my family doctor. That's looking better. You probably can't see it, but it's very bruised right around there. So I walk in and I sit down, and to do the blood, and I know she's new, maybe about 6 months new doing this. So I put out my arm, and she went in with the needle. If anybody's queasy, sorry, but she went in and then pulled it out a little bit, went back in, and then she was doing like this, and then she just left it in, and then she was going side by side like a windshield wiper. And I'm sitting there going, okay. And she goes, I don't know, I can't. You're not giving us any blood. And then she goes, I'm going to try the other arm. So she tried this arm. And then she went in, started doing the windshield wiper, pulling in and out, and I'm just smiling because that's what I do. So I'm smiling, and she goes, let me go get somebody else. And so she went and got somebody else, and they came in, they looked at this arm, and they said, oh, okay, well, let us do the other arm. And I said, she already did that arm too. And they were like, Oh, okay. And so they tried. Now, I do want to say, I don't, hopefully she's done it before, but she's the lady that does a lot of data entry. So I didn't have a high confidence. But when she was trying, she goes, "Did you drink any water today?" And I said, "Yeah, I did drink some water before I got here." She goes, "Oh, maybe you should go drink more and then come back in 2 hours." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So I went and I got two of these smart water bottles and I drank both of them. I went back in, and the first lady, she got me in. Oh, there's a lot of thunder. And she tried again. And she's just, "You're just, I'm in the vein, but you're just not giving me any blood." And I thought, if you're in the vein, my heart is beating. I should be giving you some blood. and I just, yeah. And I said, she pulled the needle out and she was going to try the other arm. Oh, she said, "Have you ever given it out of the back of your hand?" I said, "Well," I said, "probably maybe when I was in the hospital for the stroke, but I don't know. They did IVs in there." And I said, "Do you want me to just go to the hospital?" And she, I didn't even get the sentence all the way. And she goes, "Yes, I can put an order in. I'll fax it right over. You go to the hospital and to give blood." So it was, by that time, it was afternoon. And I thought, well, let me just go to the hospital tomorrow. I'll just go home later. I'll eat and then I'll fast again at night and then go in the morning. Well, I went about 11:30. So I went about 11:30, got there and walked in and showed the girl my arms. And she goes, "Oh my goodness." And I said, "Well," I said, "this is the arm that, I usually get blood out of." And she goes, "Oh." So she looked at it and she goes, "Oh, well, she was 3/4 of an inch to the right." I was like, "That's what I was figuring." And so she went in and I pumped out 5 vials very, very quick. She goes, "Oh, you got a great vein there." I said, "Yeah, I thought I did. I never really had problems before." So anyhow, that was fun. But because I went to the hospital within that evening, and then by the next morning when I woke up, I had all of my results, all of them. So I got to go Wednesday for them to tell me what those results were. So I got to do that next Wednesday. But everything I saw looked amazing. It was all in the green areas and stuff in the normal. And that's without having any meds for 328 days, when I had the blood test done. Good news. Yeah, it is. All right. So it's good to make yeah, good to mark with a Sharpie before you get going for surgery. I had one guy I knew that put the whole saying, he had to get his calf operated on. This is when I was about maybe 10 years old. I was in the hospital I had a slipped epiphyseus on both of my hips, just the one at the time, but they put pins in my hips because there was a little growth plate that they had to secure while it grew. But there was a young, maybe teenager in there that was water skiing, and when they circled around, they ran over him and it sliced his calf. And I remember him going into surgery for that the next morning, but we had talked that evening because we were in the same room, and he wrote out, like hip bone connected to the thigh bone connected to, and he had that on his leg when he went in. For the right leg and not the wrong leg. Yeah. Hey everyone, say hey Joe, how are you doing? Let's see, did I miss anybody? Yeah, I missed Gray Williams, I think. Hey Gray, how are you doing? Like a gray squirrel. Or is that GRAY? Let's see. Hey, 210 Outdoors. So 210 Outdoors, go over and check his channel. Last Monday, I said it on Sunday night, and then on Monday, I did a live. He interviewed me for a live to talk about stealth camping and stuff for some of his subscribers that were interested in it. So we did that last Monday. Let's see. Oh, on that camp. Stitch, that that top quilt worked amazing. That was great. It got down to 34 degrees. Now, when I woke up in the morning, one of the things that I always do, all right, good morning. Well, I recorded that, and I was so worried about getting to the doctor's appointment, make sure had to go get the game cam and stuff like that. I know I recorded it because I watched it, but then I didn't like something, so I threw that away and I recorded it again. The second time, I must not have hit the record button. So when I wake up in the morning, you don't see me going, "Well, good morning." You just see me walking back from getting the game cam, and so that's why that was like that. I'm a rookie. Yeah, not quite 4 years into the channel yet, right? Got to give me a little bit of slack. Just kidding. Let's see. Hey, Frank and Beans. Hey, how are you doing? Frank, not Frank and Beans, Frank Explorations. I'm used to seeing Frank and Beans band whenever I see Frank. So that's why you just popped up there. So Frank Explorations, good to see you in here, buddy, and part of the 2.0 crew. All right. And I just missed Mike. That's why I said Frank wrong. Let's see. Hey, Mike, how are you doing? There you are. I knew you were here somewhere because you're always in here. I really appreciate your brother saying hi to Stitch there. And let's see, saying hi to 210, saying hi to Frank Explorations. Hey, brother, old and crackadated. Good to see you in here tonight. I'm live. I'm alive in spite of the corner's opinion. There you go. Hey, there's Small Town Adventures. Haven't seen you in here in a long time. I'm glad you got some free time to jump in. You got a lot of stuff going on. Good to see you here tonight, brother. Let's see. Confirm. Glad you made it. All right. Let's see. Hey, there's Carl Simpson. Good evening, Carl Simpson. Hopefully a lot of y'all that I see in here are in that path. Ed Chaos gifted 1 membership. That is awesome. So if you did, and it looks like Gray Williams. So if on the memberships, so Kay Ann, I don't see her in here. She might be in here later on. But she made a Discord for us. And one of the things that Stitch and I were talking about, because he's helping me with that too, with Discord, learning it and stuff. So we were on the phone the other night, and he sent me a link that is an invite. So after this live, I'm going to probably put it in for the 2.0 crew. Anybody that wants to go on to that Discord, I'm trying to figure out a way to make it available to everyone. But right now, as I'm trying to get to learn it and stuff, and others are just learning it as well, because I guess that's a younger, I don't want to say this, but I didn't know much about Discord. And so I'm really learning. I don't get on there as much, but this is going to encourage me to try to, start learning it more. So, so when you go on to the 2.0 crew, you might see a link there. Hopefully it's still good. I think it was good for 7 days. So that one might still be good. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, but a lot of people that I see, like Carl and everyone, and Champs and Camping with Champion and everybody, Gene, all in the path of that tornadoes and stuff and the bad storms. But hopefully everybody's doing great. Oh, there's Debbie Hill. How are you doing, Debbie? Big storms, but nothing serious. Yeah, up here in our area for Pennsylvania, I was watching it. It's really starting to spread out. It's not as concentrated in the cells, so it's kind of stretching out a little bit. But we're still going to get some thunder and lightning. Hopefully not too bad. We shouldn't get any flooding. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, William Simpson, how are you doing? My area next for the storm. Yeah, so you must be up in this area. Well, I guess it is kind of like a half a moon crescent kind of flow as it comes across. So it's but I think after this evening it should be on out of here. Hey, Flash in your pan. So Flash in your pan is a gold prospecting channel. So doing gold prospecting and stuff. How are you doing, brother? Good to see you in here tonight. Yeah, let's see. Hey, Darlene is always good. Hey, darling, how you doing? Hi, everyone. Hope all is good with y'all. I'm seeing a lot of y'alls in here. I've always said y'all because my mom did. You know, my mom was from Somerville, South Carolina, so I always got the y'all. And when I moved up north, everybody's like, "What do you say, y'all?" I like the y'all. And Ryan Hall, y'all, right? Great storm. Follow the storms. Great reporting. Really details. It gets down to the town that's next on the alerts and stuff like that. So anytime a storm pops up or you know one's coming through, go on to Ryan Hall Y'all's channel and follow along with that. He's very, very good. They've got, and I saw he had a storm chaser out last night. And as the lightning was going, because I was watching Alabama because camping with champions down there. So I was kind of seeing where it was going. And I saw it was heading into one area and I didn't know exactly where he was at. So I saw it going to hit Talladega and Clayton or something like that. But I was texting him quick but I think I saw it. You jump over here for a minute, but I'm not down that far yet. uh, but yeah, so I did not put the tarp out the other night, as you know, in that video. But that area, I think, would be a great area. You know, once I'd feel comfortable enough with weather and things like that, because it's not state game lands. And if you're from Pennsylvania and if you're in any state game lands or state game parks, things like that, they literally put a burn ban on because this is our fire season, which you wouldn't think with all the rain. But I guess with the winds and a lot of dry stuff, you're drying the leaves out and things, it can be very devastating. So they put on a burn ban between March 1st and they lift it the day we're having our meetup, which is May 24th. So I'm very cautious, even though that was not state game lands. It was too off and on breezy. And how about the wind this year? Do y'all remember this much wind? I don't. Seems like the wind is so consistent this year of being a lot. So not consistent a little bit, it's consistent a lot. Yep. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Tony, how are you doing? Tony with an I. Yep. Hope all is well. Weather-wise, yep, we're getting a little bit for the next hour and a half, I believe. So old and crack of the day says, Darlene is still good. Yeah. So love the latest video, brother. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was a really cool spot. I really like it up there. Let's see. We got Jackie plus everything. How are you doing? Hi, y'all. And we got, let's see, saying hi to Stitch 2. And there's my brother, Matt. So Matt DV, awesome channel, comes out of North Carolina, and he's in a Subaru. So he does, has been doing a little bit of traveling too. When I came back from Florida, he was heading down to Florida, and then he went all the way out to Houston. But he goes to different places and eats different foods and things, but also camps in a Subaru. Matt, good to see you on here. And Matt, I texted you the other day about the meetup that I'm having. So let me just explain this about the meetup. Anybody that's a YouTube channel that's on here, let me just mention one thing about the meetup. So I've scheduled the Pavilion C. I'm going to be there from noon or 11 or maybe 10:30 all the way till midnight. So I'll be there over 13 and a half hours at the pavilion. I'm not leaving from the pavilion because I don't know when people are coming, but I've got the whole Pavilion C. So I'm sharing this with other YouTube channels because I know there's a lot of YouTube channels. Stitch, what? Just gifted 5 memberships. That is awesome. Thank you so much for doing that, Stitch. So we got Daydream Outdoors, Patrick. It was just gifted. We got Rackadoos Raisin. And then we got B. Kaufman and Bren was all just gifted memberships from Stitch. Thank you very much, Stitch. And hopefully everybody that goes on to the join thing will watch some of the little videos that I did. I was going to put one up this week and I just didn't get a chance to. I had a lot going on, a lot, because I've added in the therapy with my hip and stuff. But back to the Knobles. So we are going to be doing with Knobles, anybody that has a YouTube channel. Now, this is a, I'd love for you guys to do that. If you're coming to see me, or even if you're not coming to see me, but if you're coming to see me, tell anyone of your subscribers, make an announcement. Say, if you're planning on coming, say, hey, I'm going to Knobles for a meetup. Tony's having a meetup. I want this not to be a Tony meetup, this is the first annual. I'm hoping, maybe it won't go anywhere, but I'm going to do this every year. And I'd love to see it branch out to become Knobles YouTube creator meetup. All right. So that people can say, hey, we're going to this meetup. We're going to have a meetup at Knobles on this day, the 24th of May. But what I want creators to do is start, if you're planning on coming, tell your subscribers, hey, I'm going to be there, and pick a time, anytime that you feel comfortable about hanging out at the pavilion. You don't have to stay the whole time. You can make a video, walk around the park, and they got great food, Matt. So walk around the park, things like that, and then say, okay, I'm gonna tell my people that at 5 o'clock or whatever time you pick, I'm gonna be there for 2 hours, and then make an announcement on your channel that you're going and that you're going to be at Pavilion C during those times. Anybody that wants to see it can swing on by, because what's so cool about YouTube is, there are channels out in California. There's channels out down like Camping with Champion is down in Alabama. He's planning on coming up, but he has subscribers that are in Ohio and Virginia. And, that's the thing about YouTube. You have subscribers in a geographical area that watch your channel. Not everybody that watches your channel is from your town or state. So if you announce that you're going to Knobles, then hey, it's a great time for people in this geographical area to come over and see you and meet you. Yeah. So that's something to think about. So Matt, hopefully you're going to be there. I really appreciate seeing you, and also meeting some of your subscribers as well. Hey, Daniel, how are you doing? We're Daniel Nepper. Let's see. And we got strange coming into a live when it's light outside. I know, right? So it's so good that it's being lighter longer. We're gaining a little bit of light every day. Isn't that the sign stuff behind in the video? Yeah, first and last. Yeah, I'll get down to your comment here. But yes, it is so. I like it so much better when it's lighter longer. Really gives me time out in the field. When I go camping, it just gives me more time. It's not like, when it gets dark at 4:30, and then it doesn't get light until 7 in the morning. Sun comes up. That's a long, cold night. Yeah. So I like the lighter longer. Hey, Randy and Annette, how are you guys doing? So I got a card from Randy and Annette, and I was hoping to see you guys on here because I wanted to open this while you are here. So Randy and Annette, it's a big old congratulations card. Yes. Oh, something slipped out there. What? Ah, so they sent equivalent to 10 coffees, $50. Thank you guys very much. So this is a congratulations card. Let me just open this up. Oh, my fingers aren't working because I'm opening the wrong side. All right. Wow. Way to go. It says beautiful handwriting too. Randy and Annette. I wonder if Annette wrote this. Just kidding, Randy. It says, love your show, buddy. I honestly have tried to join your channel, but I'm unable to. But you know that anyway, right? Okay. Buy a couple nice steaks from us. I certainly will, Randy and Annette. Thank you all very much for the card. What a blessing. Yeah, beautiful card too. Very colorful. Thank you guys so much. Really do appreciate that's going to come in lots of handy. Yeah, lots of handy. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I love the flags. Yeah, look at the stickers on the back. Very patriotic. Yay. Very beautiful. Thank you all so much. Yeah, let's see where I'm at. Small Town Adventures. What? Thanks for things are getting, Tony. Just takes time, right. But anyone, thank you is my biggest achievement with all of it. Yeah. No, you and I are going to have to get together sometime. We definitely are. But thank you very much for that super chat. A chat is when it has words in it. I'm learning, right? But thank you so much for that super chat. Yeah, no. So we got Annette and Randy. Thank you all again so much for that. Really appreciate it. It's gray in the U.S., but it's gray in the U.K., says Steve. Hey, Steve, how are you doing tonight? And there's Camping with Champion. Oh, I must have scrolled down somehow. I missed a whole bunch of people. Oh, let me just scroll up a little bit, see where I was at. Let's see. Oh, Jay, and let's see. I'm getting. Oh, how did that bump all the way down there? Let's see. I think maybe right there. Okay. All right. Yeah, because we were right there with Matt DV, brother. Yeah. Let's see. Then we saw Daniel, Stitch, and Jackie plus everything. Yep, that's right. When it gets light out. Let's see if you all could go to. There we go. If you all could go to the meetup at Knoebels, what would you bring, Tony? I start with a ribeye, right? Yeah, I am getting a big griddle. I'm renting the griddle. I've got to make sure I do it. I think they said you got to do it. I can't do it yet, but I've got to make sure that I do it because if at a certain point, I think it's 10 days before. As long as I do that, instead of $125 for the griddle, it's $85. So I'm planning on having the griddle there, so that if anybody just wants to bring their own food and make something on the griddle, they'll have a way to cook there, so they don't got to worry about bringing a way to cook or anything. So I'm going to have that there. They'll provide the gas bottles and everything, and so that'll all be taken care of. Hey, KN, I saw you pop up there. So that'll be there for anybody to cook on. I should bring a spatula, but if you think about it, bring maybe a spatula if you want to cook something. Yeah. But I'll just have it there for everybody to cook on if they want to cook anything. But if you don't want to cook anything, they got great food in the park. Yeah, they do. Good food. Let's see. Oh, 32 dead. Oh my goodness, Carl. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, that was some devastating storms that ripped through there. Yeah, that was in the south. Yeah, I'd heard 12 yesterday, but I didn't know it was up to 32. That is a shame. Yeah. Let's see. We got Outdoor Adventures. How you doing? Oh, and I got a message from Trapper. I know I mentioned last Sunday that his dad, which has been in a nursing home for quite some time, asked me to ask y'all to continue to pray for him. His mom notified him today that he's kind of going downhill a little bit, but prayers to keep him comfortable and stuff. But he's not eating much or anything right now, so please continue to pray for him. And then a quick update. Yeah, I just bounce around. I'm sorry about this, guys. It's just me. But that reminded me of also George, my friend, when I was hammock camping. He turned 80 on Monday, but then he got out of the hospital on Tuesday. Now he had, they had to operate on his feet, but he choked and then his heart stopped. They had to bring him back to life a couple days before his birthday, but his chest is really sore. But I got to hang out with him for an hour yesterday and about 2 hours today. So he's doing better, looking better every day. But he is home now. He's got some open wounds on his feet that they had to scrape the bone and stuff. So they're being packed and things like that. So continue to pray for him as well. All righty. And pray for Darlene because she's healing up as well. All righty. Thank you all very much. Let's see. Everybody good? Yep. There's Steve Cousins. Yeah. And if you see comments on videos, it's CUZ, cuz, just because. Yeah, let's see. There's Rick. How are you doing, Rick? Yeah, now Rick mentioned the other day, he sent me a message, or it was a comment on a video, and he's like, "Oh, I never even saw this one." He actually finds a lot of my old videos that he thinks he's seen them all, but then all of a sudden he'll find a new one. There is a lot of videos on my channel. We've done a lot in 4 years, a lot. And one of the things when somebody is new to the channel, they only look for the new stuff. I encourage you to go backwards and just for fun one night, just go all the way back to the beginning and see how awful I was at editing and stuff, and then jump ahead because you can compare it to stuff. But yeah, go look for different videos, different genres. I know the travel. There's a whole travel playlist. I know a lot of people didn't really watch those as much, but they're pretty cool. Yeah, but just have fun with the channel. Absolutely. I know I am. So, hey, Nick, how are you doing? Hi, Tony. Tony, please email if you want a free spot in northern Maine for camping. It's along the Bolt Coast. Yeah, I know, definitely. Yeah, definitely will, Nick. And anybody that wants my email, let's see, banner. I'm going to run that across because you guys seen the other one there. Where's my email? There it is. There you go. So that's my email down in the bottom. So I know I did have some people that asked for stickers. I have the stickers. I ran out of stamps. So if you didn't get yours yet, I'm going to get stamps tomorrow. So I've got the envelopes written out. I got to put the stickers in. And what sticker is that, you ask? This one. So I encourage people, if they send me an email, in the subject line, write stickers. And don't forget to include your address. I had just emailed somebody back just today. I was like, hey, we were talking back and forth, and then like last week. And then I thought, oh, I went to go write that one out today. And I was like, I can't find the address because it was never put in the body of the email. So put it in the email just like it would be mailed to you. And I will get to it as soon as possible. Let's see. Oh, maybe when I do that, it jumps. But Nick, that would be so cool. Send me an email and put in the subject line. I know I don't want to give you too much work, but if you could send me an email and put in there camping spot in Maine, that would really help me a lot. Help me a tremendous amount. Oh, yeah, it jumps when I do that. Go out and then out. Let's see. Yeah, but I love to do that, Nick. Definitely. Northern Maine. I've been wanting to get to Maine. I definitely have. Hey, Sunny Dream, how are you doing? God bless you as well. Uh, yep. God bless you. Glad you are better. Yeah. So I'm getting better. Like I said, I'm doing physical therapy, not so much for the fall, but that's included in it. But it's mainly my stroke side, and because I still have the effects on the stroke side. If you watch the last video, because I took my shoes off to get in there. I mean, a lot of y'all don't know I wear a leg brace, but people that have seen me at like different events and things like that do, because they see me off camera. I don't show that on camera that often. I don't show a lot of the struggles that I have, but I'm thought, you know what, I can't get up and move back and forth. I wanted to take my squirrel, wanted to take my leg brace off, so I thought I'd show you guys what it was like in there. But yeah, it was funny. I didn't film it in the morning. It's a good thing, because that was a little tricky to get that. And no more Topo Chico too late at night. Yeah, because that was interesting. Fortunately, I didn't have to get up. Yep. Hey, Barry, how are you doing? Barry Cross. Oh, I love the last name. That is so cool. There's Josh and Jen. We loved your last video. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's the video. I mean, if you look at the views compared to my stealth camping views, obviously they're smaller. They don't take off as fast. But you can't do a stealth camp, every camp, really, really hard. In fact, one of the situations that I have is that I have done so much right in my immediate area. And even if I would go to a new area, I spent yesterday and the day before, goodness, at least 8 hours driving. Not real far, but far enough. Outside of the areas that I usually go, I was expanding out in some areas. I redrove just to check some things that may have changed, and they're gone, 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 gone. Gets harder and harder. Yeah, it does. All righty. So yeah, DAV Expeditions. That's 2.0 crew member there. Hey, Rain Adventures 2.0 Tony. Let's see. Hey, Jeff, right, checking in from Millville, PA. All righty, Jeff. Yeah, hopefully you can come over. Being in the same state was really awesome. Tony Fall relocated his heart. It's now in his hip. Yeah, it was thumping. Yeah, it was. Hey, Tony Lonzo, how you doing? CA, I'm thinking that counts down to for California. Hello, how are you doing? I am doing great. Yeah. Let's see. Jeff says we're in the same county. Absolutely. Hey, there's Brenda Hamilton. Yeah, Brenda watches a lot of my old videos as well and comments on a lot of them. So if you do watch an old video and you want to comment on it, it pops it up for me too, that somebody watched an old one. Fly Fisher, how are you doing? Hello, everyone. And you didn't have any ibuprofen with you on. No, I didn't have any. That's why I made a comment. Oh, I wish I knew some medicinal stuff out in the woods. I almost chewed on some bark there for a little while, but then I didn't want to bark because it was full moon. Yeah. Hey, J&T Gold Hunter. So you're another gold prospector there. Good to see you guys in here. Yeah, really, really appreciate that. I was just looking, my PA Creek, the one video that I did, PA Creek, I have other gold panning videos too, but that one, I think because it says PA Creek in the title, that thing has just been just in the last, every 2 days it shows there's about 100 to 200 views on that, and it just really has been going a lot for about 6 months now. It's taken off again. Yeah. Let's see. Toby the dog. How are you doing, Toby the dog? Good evening, Tony and everyone. The logging area camp and uh, enjoying. Oh, enjoyed the logging area camp and enjoy the Sunday Night Live with 2.0. Yeah. So like I said, that area, I believe, maybe about. It looked like it was about 4 years ago, just based on some of the trees that were cut off. There's a lot of good wood up there. So that's what I was saying. If I ever wanted to make a fire, there's a lot of down to tops of trees that I can make a fire with. Yeah. So that it is a cool spot, but you do have to watch because there are some dead standing ones that it'll be easier to see if they're dead or not the warmer it gets because they'll start budding. But a lot of the branches, they're not very long and they're way up there, so you can't really see if the buds are alive or not. But yeah, let's see. I got powdered blood, right? They can never get. Yeah, yeah. Oh, the back of my hand. I heard that burns. Yeah, they finally got it out though. I went to the right spot, which I'll be going there every time now because usually I got to wait for my results until I go the next week to my doctor. But this way, all the results came to me and I could see everything, which is really good. Really good. Good. Hey, Dixie Cup. Hello, everyone. Sorry I was late. I was finishing up online class in meditation. Oh, there you go. No, very good to see you, Dixie Cup. Let's see. Leonard saying, please pray for Oklahoma history firestorm winds over 70 miles, one death due to wind. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Pennsylvania, where was it? We just had a fire up this way too. Wasn't that big. I know last year out near Cayenne, was it last year? I believe it was last year, early part of last year, out near the Allegheny River. They had a big storm out there. Big fire. Trouble drawing blood and have to keep sticking you. Yeah. Yeah. Don't let them go in your wrist. Ooh. My radial nerve. Oh, doing that. And I had trouble with my arm for weeks. Yeah, and don't let them go like a windshield wiper. Either find it or get out. But they can destroy your vein going sideways. And it's funny because when I went to the hospital, I mean, they do that like on every hall. They're the blood people. But she looked at it and she goes, "Oh, you got a great vein." She didn't even put the cuff thing on yet. She says, I see where she was going in. Now, the bruising's better now than it was. But she goes, "Oh, I see where she was going. She was 3/4 of an inch to the right." I was like, no wonder. I thought it looked a little weird. Yeah. Yeah. Joel and Toby the dog enjoying Sunday Night Live. Well, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Scott Wilkes, Tony and everyone. There's Hike with Mike. How are you doing, brother? Let's see. Daydream Outdoors is in the house. There's Mike. How you doing? Swinyard. There's Camping with Champion. Hey there, Tony. Hey there, brother. Glad to see you in here. So I know that you are alive because you texted me earlier too. Glad to see you guys safe. Hopefully there wasn't too much damage around you guys. I went to have one tooth removed and woke up. What? My uncle went to have one tooth removed and woke up with no teeth. Oh my goodness. That wouldn't be good. Yeah, unless you wanted partials, but not early. Yeah. It's gray in the US, but it's gray in the UK. Yeah, let's see. Annette and everyone, hey. Um, Mr. Mo, 50, 158. What are you doing and where are you at? Hey, everyone, where am I at? And what am I doing? Well, I'm in the studio and I'm doing it live. No, I'm glad to see everyone in here, and I really, really appreciate you guys being here on a Sunday Night Live. Even if I don't have a lot to talk about, it seems like as soon as I get on here, we got lots to talk about, but it gives you guys an opportunity as well to talk to one another and kind of, it's almost like getting together for a family reunion. Our Sunday nights is turning out to be. Yeah. Takes. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for the shout out. I get mad when people ignore me. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, I'm just getting to everybody. Hopefully you weren't offended, but that's the way I scroll. Yeah. Let's see. All right. He will get to you. Yeah. Yeah. I usually get there. Yeah, because I don't often see stuff. I shouldn't have to explain, right? Uh, let's see. Life on a budget. How are you doing? Good evening, campers. Absolutely. And thank you again, Ed, for doing that. And yeah, gifted membership. Really appreciate that, Ed. No slack, Tony. It makes you hammock sag, right? Uh, so with I've seen you. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. So thank you. I was within Colorado and PA. Yeah, PA, we're getting a storm right now. I'm scrolling down. I just want to. Oh, there's Chris Schultz. Oh, did it pop up? There we go. Hey, Chris, how are you doing? Another 2.0 crew right there. Let's see. And thank you, Dixie Cup, for doing the arrows. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Yeah, Steve. We had a tornado warning a few hours ago, says Mike. Hike with Mike. But we rode out the storm with no tornadoes in Florida. Wow. Okay. Definitely. That's good. You didn't get any. I get thankful for those warnings because you never know. All the way down in Brooksville. Oh, awesome, Mike. So Brooksville, I was just looking at some analytics because when I click on it, it tells me like what videos are being watched within the last 2 days and which ones are being watched for that hour. And right before I went on, I clicked on it, and the Hearts Meat Market video, that thing's just kicked off again. So hopefully it's continuing to help them get known down there. The last I looked, it was over 53,000 views for that. Great guys down there. And they got great meat. Yeah, they do. Really good meat. Hey, there's first and last. Yeah, how are you doing? Yeah. Let's see. Better late than never. There you are, Elric the Blackheart. Good to see you. Probably not doing any medical runs tonight with your buddy. So you're in here. That is awesome. Outdoor Happy Brenda. Good evening. And Robert Bell. Our weather, no rain for the next 30 days. Yeah, that's not good. We can send you some rain, hopefully. Let's see. So we got Robert Bell there, another 2.0 crew member. Let's see. Oh, so see where I put my microphone? So when I was filming that video, I had it hanging right about here. And because I can't see it or hear it when I'm editing, but when I was showing the burger and stuff like that before I took my first bite, if you listen in that video, you'll hear my stomach growling. Like I had to set the camera up and do all that stuff. So the burger was done, and I was hungry at this point because I didn't eat anything all day. So I was hungry at that point to eat that burger, and I needed to eat it because I needed to fast for the blood work that they couldn't get. And so when I was editing it, I'm like, my stomach, it just keeps growling and growling, and you can hear it on the video. And I even thought, oh, maybe I can make it quieter, but it was as loud as I was talking. No matter what I did, it went lower. But did you guys hear the geese? I did not. I think it was last year's camp, the winter camp that I did, which was last Thursday on that 3-hour video of 3 different camps. The last camp, that's when I learned that geese fly at night. And I had forgotten that until I watched that video, but there was a ton of geese flying over throughout the night there when I was out camping the other night. And I had the camera sitting there doing I'd hit record every once in a while because I would hear the geese, and I was trying to get them as they flew maybe by the moon or something like that, because it would illuminate them. And but I could hear them, but they weren't anywhere near the moon, and then I couldn't see them. Yeah, but I did hear that music coming up from that town, and that was ways away. They were blaring it. I hate to have been their neighbors. And yeah, oh, good. Y'all say that up there too. Hey, that's good. Let's see. I love saying y'all. Yeah. Oh, so I am behind. Let's see. Storm is heading for me in Schuylkill County. So Schuylkill County, you'd be getting the one that I was hearing the thunder. So it was moving pretty quick. So this is what, a half an hour ago. Yeah, 20 minutes ago. Oh, half an hour. Let's see. Ryan Hall, y'all, is on point, definitely. Yeah. Hey, Joyce, how are you doing? Yeah, Joyce Dillinger. Hi from Eastern Washington State. Windy today and cooling down. Been having sinus issues bad all week. Yeah, when we start getting fluctuation of temperature and stuff like that, a lot of times people start getting a lot of snot pressure from just having a head full of guck. Yeah. So far, so good for me. And I'm not affected by allergies much at all. I know the older you get, sometimes I did there for a while. I think I was getting more allergic to stuff spring, and then not so much in fall. Mine's mainly from spring, but I know allergies are bad. And sometimes even worse if there's not a lot of rain. And let's see, humidity. Let's see. I've had to explain the difference between y'all and all y'all. Oh, you'll have to you have to fill me in on that. Y'all, maybe one person could be a y'all, and all y'all. It's better than yuns, right? How yuns doing? Oh boy, Tony, straighten up. I have seen more U.S. Than my country. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'd love to get up to Canada one day. First Maine, then I'll get to Canada. Yeah, definitely. We got very lucky. The main part of the storm missed us. Our Starlink internet had got fried by the power surge, though. Oh, that is not good. Yeah. Do you have to plug the Starlink? Do you plug them in at all? I'm not sure how they work. Yeah, Steve, that way Tony gets 2 visits. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Thumbs up, please. Yeah. Hit that thumbs up. Let me scroll over here for a second, see how many people are watching. 90. Oh, Hey, 90 peoples. Good to see y'all here. I see your number, and it gives me right next to an eyeball. So that must be people watching. So we are coming up on 1 hour. Miss 2.0 says hi. She is working tonight. This is her weekend to work, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. She had 2 rough days. So far, so good, kind of today, but we'll see. First night she had to stay. She was there almost an hour and a half longer than normal. I can kind of tell how the evening's going if she gets a chance to pop in. But Sean's Adventures, waving to the 2.0 crew. Yep. Hey, Sean, how are you doing tonight? The wind has been awful for the past week. Yeah, wind's been really, really bad. Seems like we can't get a break for the wind. So if you're okay, let me read this. At Tony. So if your mom's from South Carolina, that only makes you half Yankee, right? Right? Right. So my mom was from South Carolina. My dad was from Maryland. And I was born in North Carolina. So in between, right? So it makes you only half Yankee, right? Don't forget, I'm in Alabama too, but we mainly got wind and rain here in. Yeah. Glad to hear y'all just got wind as well. Yeah, no storms here. Just normal sprinkling of snow still. Yeah, I just looked at the map. I don't know where you're at first last, but I saw where it's still circling around up above Canada there. Over 70-mile winds plus dangerous wildfire burns. What? Oof. Super nice. Stitch. I'm scrolling without trying to miss anybody. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I'm not sure if I just saw. I need to check. Yeah, I need to check out camping situation close to Knoebels in case we are able to make it. Yeah. So if you go on their website, they do have a lot of campsites right attached to the park. They fill up pretty quick. But there's another campground right down the road. There's Mossy Point right up the road. So if you look for camping areas right there, they're all within 15 minutes of the park. Less than 15, most of them. Let's see. I'm in. Love Knoebels. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. We got to meet Daddy Sam. Yeah. He is coming. He is coming. And I think he said something about hanging out most of the day as well. So I think he's already made an announcement on his channel. Let's see. Thanks again, everybody. Thanking Stitch for the gifts. I'm in. I love Knoebels. Hey, I'm not lost. I'm exploring. Yeah, Knoebels is awesome. Yeah. If you're planning on coming, which you are, make a small announcement video, or even a post for your subscribers. Say, hey, I'll be there. And pick a time that you want to hang out at the pavilion to tell your people, hey, I'm going to be there between 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1:30 and 2:30, 2 to 5. So pick a time that you want to hang out at the pavilion so that people know, your subscribers know, they can come over and see you as well. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So go on and check out Elysburg, Pennsylvania. Well, it's knoebels.com is what the thing is. And if you go on to YouTube and you type in Knoebels Amusement Park, there's a lot of videos. not a ton, but there's a lot of videos that come. And if you're on their website that talks about all the roller coasters that they have. They're an award-winning amusement park. So back in the day, there used to be a roller coaster called Flying Turns, almost like a toboggan. It doesn't run on a track like most roller coasters run on a track. This doesn't. All right, doesn't run on a track. They've got wheels that stick out on the side of the car that you sit in, and there's wheels underneath, and it chink 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 chink, and it's like a toboggan sled. And that used to be in different parks long, long time ago. Well, they did it and made one with the specs from the old style roller coaster that was called Flying Turns. They won a big award for that, and it's been up since, I believe, 2014. Flying Turns. If you go on, you'll see what I'm talking about. If you type in to YouTube Knobles and Flying Turns, I think they may have people riding that one to show you what it does. Yeah. Yeah. It definitely is a pretty cool event to look at. But like I said, this is the first annual meetup. All right. So if you can't make it this year, plan on it next year, because I'm gonna have it every year from here on out, unless I'm not here. And so I'm planning on being here, but I don't know what the Lord's plans are. But I'm planning on doing it every year. But, just like, if anybody rides motorcycles, I mean, I'm sure everybody's heard of Sturgis. Well, Sturgis didn't happen as a big event all right out of the gate. It was, three guys that started that went and met in Sturgis. Next thing you know, it's just grew over the years. But like I said, this may be, the Sturgis of, YouTubers, right? It's my thought, and not every thought's my thought. I know that might be inspired by the Lord. So if it works out, it's going to be a great time. Absolutely. And see. Well, Ken, how are you doing tonight? Tony, you are so inspiring, full of energy. YouTube is great. We hope your meetup goes well. We would come, but we live in England. God bless. Ken and Deb leave no trace 365 times a year. So absolutely big statement there. Leave no trace. Even pick up what was there left there. But Ken and Deb, if you ever want to come over, maybe in a couple of years, plan it out. Because like I said, I was just saying, I'm hoping to do it every year. But maybe I'll come over and visit you first. There you go. Oh, that's awesome, Ken. All right. Oh, we just had to pop up there. Hey, Kelly, how are you doing? Kelly Faust, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Hi, Tony, would love to stay, but I'm working night. Well, Kelly, hope you have a great night at work and that it's not too burdensome, but I pray that you're a blessing to someone there at work, because you certainly are a blessing to me. And I thank you so much for that, Kelly. What a blessing. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a great night at work. Yeah, let's see. We got Sober 831. How are you doing tonight? I got a cat trying to get in here. We just hitting the door. I don't know if the black cat's around, because I'd like for you guys to see him. He's big and big. He looks like a panther. I think I showed him. He was in here one night, but he loves my chair that I sit on here. Every time I walk in, he pushes the door open and he lays on this chair. So when I come in the morning, he's like sleeping. And I'm like, hey, kitty. Yeah. Squirrel. All right. Yes. Hello, Sober. Glad to see you in here tonight. Hello, Tony and the 2.0 family. We got, let's see, Small Town Adventures. Awesome. Awesome. And definitely sobriety. Doing good, brother. Been praying for you for that. And that's a big step. And I am so glad you're continuing to be, so just going so well with that, and if you need to talk, certainly give me a call. I still believe you have my number. Let's see. Oh, I missed this, but it looks like McConn, MICONN 69 went and became a member of the 2.0 crew. All righty. Well, thank you so much. Welcome to the 2.0 crew. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there that I've been putting out, and there's Skeeter. How you doing, Skeeter? It helped. Yeah, absolutely. So Skeeter's going to be there as well. Hopefully he's telling his subscribers to come on over and meet him, and tell your subs when you're going to be there as well, Skeeter. Absolutely. Again, thank you very much, Small Town. Anytime, Tony, helps your channel, brother. Every little bit helps. It sure does. Yeah. There's Hammock Mountain. Hey, brother, how you doing? That's our brother Daniel. Yep. And from what I understand, Daniel's coming as well. Yeah, like I said, if you are following my channel, there is a fair amount of crossover, but not a ton of crossover. But there is a fair amount. So if you're coming to see me, chances are you're going to meet a lot of people you watch as well, if you didn't know they were coming. But I encourage everyone to if you're a YouTuber, make a video and put it out there to your subs, whether on a post or a small video, and say, hey, I'm going there May 24th. You know what? I'm going to put that up again. Banner. And boom. I like this. Stitch made this one. Squirrel alert. Right? There we go. Back to comments. There we go. Hey, let's see. Yeah, it jumps. Let me jump it back. There we go. All righty. There we go. Hammock Mountain and Skeeter saying hi. Steve saying hi to them both. Hey, Jeff Cooper. All righty, brother. So better late than never. Just made it home from working a trade show. Trade shows are something else, right? If y'all don't know, but Jeff and his son have a painting business and stuff, and great work. And so you guys do those things. Please donate a can of food to your local food bank. Ed, that's a great idea. And thank you so much for that super chat. You didn't have to do that to say that, but I'll tell you what, that's a great idea, everybody. Donate some food, especially with everything that's going on with all the weather and stuff. Didn't even think of that. That's great, Ed. You know what? We can make a huge difference. Our little 2.0 family, we can make a huge difference in a lot of different people's lives. That's great. Let's see. Yeah, trade shows. I remember doing solar trade shows. Yes, talking to so many people, and then at the end of it, then you close the booth up and then head on home, but back in there very early the next morning. So, Jeff, what is today? Sunday. Was today the last day? I know the last day we got to break down or go back the day after, but a lot of times they want you out of there the same day. Skeeter saying hi to everyone. M&T Living, they got a great channel down there too. Go check them out. Did it pop up? Yeah, it did. All right. So M&T Living, they do cruises and stuff, but they also cook. Stitch and I were going to do go on and cook food, because they do this one where they do a little live, and then they cook food, like whoever's on the live, they bring them in, like StreamYard has the little boxes and stuff, and everybody's making their own meal, talking, and then they show everybody their meal at the end. Really great. And they got some trips coming up this year, so go on over and check them out and see what they've done and see what they're going to do. Let's see. But thank you very much for that super sticker. Let's see. Daniel Tucker. Yeah. Hey, Tony, there's saying hi to Daniel. A lot of people in that's KN. So hopefully you can come over, KN. Really do. Yeah, and KN's the one that made our Discord channel. So like I said, I'm still learning it. Stitch and I were on the other night, and he was helping me again. I'm starting to get the hang of it a little better than not. Right? Be live tonight. Be chasing Channel Cat around midnight. Hopefully, yeah, around I think Skeeter, it's supposed to stop raining. The last I saw rain in our area was midnight, 11:30 midnight. I think 11:30 was the last time. So you shouldn't get wet. Clear skies the rest of the night. Yeah. Hey, Donald, how are you doing? Donald Mike Gideon. Yes. Those storms were horrible, Chris Schultz. Yeah. Thank you so much, first and last. Thank you very much. Prayers sent. Yeah, definitely for all those. Sent prayers, Darlene and George, Dixie Cup. Hammock Mountain did a lot of typing there. Good deal. Chad, I missed. Appreciate you all. Absolutely. Hey, Greg. There's Greg. How are you doing, Greg? Bet Ross. Hello, everybody. Prayers for any who needs it. Absolutely. There's a lot of times, where we pray, but, just, the Lord knows exactly who needs it right at the moment. Amen. Mick Grimm, how are you doing? Mick Grimm's Cocoa Beach, Florida. I like saying Cocoa Beach. I think I said that last week too. Squirrel, right? Let's see. Outdoor Happy Brenda says Amarillo, Texas. Amarillo, Texas. Let's see. Got winds up to 80, 85 miles an hour winds, 55 dead, something like 127. Oh my goodness. Very sad situation 2 days ago. I did not hear about that, Brenda. Oh, that is sad. Yeah, I know when I was coming across, in fact, I couldn't think of it the other day. Junkyard Fox, I know, is down there, and he didn't put out a video because the high winds, all the dust and the sand, very high winds. But they, when I was coming across, they had a lot. Tractor trailers couldn't get on the highway based on red flag warnings. That was the first time I had ever seen that they said that, and I asked, what is it? That's, well, don't drive in a tractor trailer because it's open fields. The wind catches a tractor trailer, it can flip it over. Yeah, not good. Hey, Corey, how are you doing? Hi, Tony from Midville, Georgia. I got Georgia on my mind. Yeah. Let's see. Welcome tonight. Winds so bad in Texas, taking paint off car. What? Oh yeah, with the sand flying. That's like having a sand blaster, right? I didn't think of that. When the sun hits my windshield just right, it's pitted. And I think that's when I was out in Arizona and we're coming across, traveling. It was very bad. Really? I just saw my daughter pop up there. So this is my daughter. Let's see if I can do it this way. Gabrielle. So that's my daughter, and that's my two grandsons. Hey boys, how you doing? Yeah, so my daughter, they're hunters, and so Camp Hat. Should I say this, Gabby? Well, everybody knows my camp hat. I always say, "Oh, it got ate by a bear." My favorite hat, ate by a bear, and people say, "A bear?" I said, "Yeah, dog named Bear." Hey, Bear. Here, Bear, get my hat. No, just kidding. So good night, boys. Glad to see you watching. Yeah. So she has two very young boys. So it's two of our grandkids. Uh, yeah. And so, yeah, looking, Gabby, I was up in the area 2 days ago, and was was coming down through, and it was getting late. I think it was around 7:30. I knew they were getting ready for bed, so I was gonna swing by and surprise y'all. And I thought, better not. It's kind of late, and so it was getting dark. Yeah, I knew it was a weekday too. So yeah, all righty. So yeah, let's see, Dean Kennedy. What? How are you doing, Dean? There you are. So Dean Kennedy up in Nova Scotia. Got to get up there too. Yeah, good to see you, Dean. Hey, Alexis. So, hi, Tony. I was going to ask how your hip was, but someone made me do it on the punch. Glad you are doing better. Yeah, no, it's every day it gets better. But when I do something like that camp the other night, when I did that, it was thumping. And even the next morning, I did struggle a little bit to get that leg brace on sitting in the hammock. It's pouring now. And I had so when my knee is out like this, I can go like this straight forward, but to get it on, I was a little too low, and I have to twist my leg, and my foot doesn't do this very good when my knee's bent too much. And so I'm working the foot brace, swinging it around this way, trying to line the two of them up, and my leg got pulled just a little bit more, and it hurt my groin again. But after a couple days, it's getting better. Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know, when I went to Maha, if you want to know who Dean is, Maha, in the fall, Dean Kennedy and his daughter came, and she's a nursing student going to school, but he had hurt his shin, had an open wound, and they stapled it. But while he was away, his daughter, being a medical student, brought stuff to remove the staples out of his leg, and I got that on film. Yeah. In the punch. If you're going to Knoebels, bring a bag of lettuce. Right? Oh, okay. I just got that. So, yeah. So, what else? So, when Rewild had his small town, thank you so much again. You don't have to do that just to get my attention, but I really do appreciate it, brother. I'm going to get off, Tony. Shoot you a text. Got some flies to get tied up for a guy at work. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, so I remember when he said, it was only like a year and a half ago, you started tying flies, showing some things on videos about doing that. So yeah, Small Town Adventures, go check him out as well. Yeah, appreciate that, brother. Really, really do. Yeah, so Rewild Outdoors, I guess for when he had a meetup, they do a camping weekend where they get a campground and all that stuff. And but someone, I guess, complained on it and that they didn't have enough lettuce. And so that became a thing on his when he was explaining it that, oh, make sure you bring the lettuce so you don't run out of lettuce. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm not providing any food. I mean, if you want to bring food to eat, I encourage you to do that. But, if you don't want to do park food, but, there's plenty of stuff in the park, but I will have that griddle. The griddle is very large. It's a very large griddle, and it's got a big gas bottle. So if you want to bring sausage and peppers, anything you want to bring to cook on there, it will be available. Yeah. And like I said, I might bring a couple things that I might cook for myself. I think I might bring a ribeye. Cook that on there. I don't know would a ribeye be good on a grill? Yeah, ribeye's good on anything. Yeah. Or maybe I'll just bring 3 pounds of hamburger, eat it all, because I'll be there 15 hours. Yeah, or less. 13, and I think 13 is the most I can be there. 14. Yeah. All right. Back to comments. Let's see. Food, says Matt. I just saw that, Matt. Yeah, like I said, Matt, I really encourage you. Hopefully you can come. Yeah. May 24th. Yeah, it's a rewild joke. There you go. Yeah. Right. Mountain Man. Yeah. So that's from down at HangCon. So Hammock Mountain, what was it? Shug Emery, he had said, called when he was saying who he was talking to, called him Mountain Man. Yeah. Instead of Hammock Mountain Man. So now that's his trail name, Mountain Man, Hammock Mountain. Right. Let's see. It's an inside on Rewild yet. Tony, don't just chew on any old vegetation. You might accidentally swallow some poison ivy. Yeah, I won't say what I did. So I used to be a landscaper early. Yeah, I was doing that before I met Lisa. So I was right out of school and stuff. And I won't say what I did, but it is an old Indian thing they told me, because we were cutting poison ivy out of the fence at this one place, and it was brand new little leaves. And yeah, I did that and never had poison ivy since. Used to get it real bad every year, all over my whole body. And yeah, I've gotten it in since then, but like under my ring, boy, that's irritating. But only like a spot here or there. It never really spread through my body. Yeah. Yeah, poison ivy is not lettuce. Yeah, there we go. M&T Living. So I am just getting down to you guys now. But yeah, if you're still on here, yeah, hopefully people come over and check out your channel. Yeah, live it. Yeah, you are still on here. Awesome. Good. Yes. Yeah. Was it Stitch turned me on to you guys? Yeah. Like your last video. Tony, I really liked your last video. Those places are really fun to camp. Yeah, they are. Let's see what the timestamp is there. 7:46. I think I didn't know if it jumped or not. Let's keep scrolling here and see. Yeah. It must not have. Hey, James, how you doing? Hey, Mr. 2.0, getting ready to make dinner and listen to you on the Sunday Night Live chat. I hope your week was good. Absolutely. You'll be in our prayers, Leonard. Yeah, letting Leonard know to be in prayers. Yeah, so had a good week, but that camp, I really enjoyed it. And it got down to 34 degrees. And remember when I said goodnight, all right, lights out, goodnight. I actually, when I said good morning, because when I said lights out, I said, hey, I'll let you guys know how it all works out at night. That was filmed in that other part in the morning that I don't have anymore. And, but I slept good. The underquilt was great, and then the Enlightened Gear top quilt worked out really good stitch. I really enjoyed that. And with that little foot box, I could stick my feet in. Feet were toasty. Toasty good. Told my mother, who has diabetes, about the carnivore diet on your nomads. That's awesome. Yeah, she took everything off 4 months ago, because I had said I wasn't taking anything for 300 and some days, and she ended up 4 months ago just said, well, you know what, I'm just going to remove it as long as you keep your A1C at a certain level. She says I'll be good with that, and so far so good. It's been doing really good. And but yeah, look up, I mean, if you want to know about it, and people that actually explain stuff, always go on to YouTube. You can type in carnivore and diabetes, and you'll see like Dr. Ken Berry, lot of doctors come up and talk about it. Yeah, very good. Yeah, fishing tonight. Yeah, so one of the things that I actually did switch up just recently, today was the first day I did it. So what did I have for breakfast? I ran out quick because Irish Isles Provisions, where I get my meat from, not just from there, but I get most of my stuff that I need from there around the area. Um, so I went there, and because I saw it the other day, I got a 4-pound pot roast. Yeah, that thing's thick, about that thick, and it's big. So I ran out there quick. I left the house. It was just maybe 5 after 8 in the morning, because I wanted to get there, get back, get it in the oven, and then cook. I got a sirloin steak as well, and I cut it when I got home. So while I was searing the roast and stuff to get it ready for the oven, I made my breakfast. So I boiled water, took 3 eggs, and cracked them in a cup, to not break the yolks. Boiled my water, and then I poured them in my boiling water, and then I just drained the water off 4 minutes later, and had some really good, I guess that's called poached egg. Really good. I had that, and that part of that steak, because I want to eat. A lot of times I don't eat in the morning. I just go and then eat one meal at night. Sometimes I'm eating it at 8 o'clock at night is the one meal I eat. So I'm trying to reverse it, and I want to do a big meal in the morning and maybe just a smaller one around 3 o'clock. So I tried that out today. I put the roast in, hit. So on my oven, it's fixed now, the burner, because it burned out. You use it too much. I just got it like 11 months ago. And when I was in Florida, Lisa's like, our burner's not working. So they came and they fixed it under warranty. Hallelujah. But I put the roast in there, but it's a Samsung, and I can set the temperature, 325 roast, and then I can set it for how many hours I want it to run, and it just automatically shuts off. And I usually take a half an hour off of what I'm going to cook it, because I'm not here to open it up and take it out. So I just let it sit in there. So I came home, and my roast was completely done. And I had a little bit of that today as well. Yum. So what did I put on the roast? Butter. So I put butter on it and salt. That was it. And it turns out amazing. Amazing. It is 8:30. Am I making anybody hungry? Yeah. Oh, let's see. Surprise. Let's see. I'm not at all. Oh, what did I miss? What did I miss? Let's see. Did I miss something? Yeah. Nope. I didn't miss anything. Dude, good evening. Good evening. And thanks for becoming part of the 2.0 crew. Yes. Oh, excuse me. I want to give a shout out and say hi to Mary and Johnny D. Torres. I know you guys are a lot of times watching from your TV and don't have the phones to comment. You know what? I was looking at squirrel. Let me take a drink. So I was looking at my analytics, and you learn a lot from there. But my 64% of my viewers watch from a TV. Pretty interesting. I never knew that. But it said in the last 28 days, 64% of my views came from somebody watching me on their TV. And then it was so many from phone, and then so many from a computer, and then other device was a smaller percentage, the smallest. But yeah, pretty cool. Neat to find out that kind of stuff. Let's see. Shere Khan, how are you doing? Shere Khan 75. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. And would that be my Khan's wife? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I'm guessing. Hey, there's Maria. How are you doing, Maria? Just stopped to say hi to y'all. Awesome. Thank you for stopping in, MD Gons, Maria. Let's see. I'm really tired, so I'm just lurking. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Okay, April now. It was a very close call for camp. I was just saying the other day, I don't remember who I was talking to, KN. I was like, oh man, I got to get out there. I think I was talking with Stitch, saying, oh, I got to get out there because I know you guys got that camp. And you were saying about your dad and you want to go on a float trip down there, very close to on the Allegheny River, I believe. Yes. Let's see. I haven't told Tony this yet, but if you are Discord members, we can have a live chat. I've never figured out how to do that, so yeah, I need to convince him to try it. Absolutely, think that would be pretty cool. Hey, there's Lower Michigan Adventures. Good to see you in here, brother. Yeah, so go over and check out Lower Michigan Adventures as well. Yeah, he's got does some really neat lives. Yeah, on there. But he also we got to know each other. I believe I got to get up there and see you guys. With the Facebook and stuff, because they have a Facebook page as well. And, we support one another on Facebook as well. And plus, we're subscribed to one another. Yep. Hey, Dan Thompson, how are you doing? There's another 2.0 crew member. Good evening, everyone. Got the stickers. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, Dan, I wonder, I was looking at something. I was trying to think if I got yours out or not. I must have. Yeah, because you said you got them. But did I write another envelope out? No, okay. I thought I wrote, you know what I did? I think I wrote an envelope out twice for you, and that's why I was double thinking that. But you are welcome, Dan. Let's see. Yeah, Jimmy Boy, right? So Lower Michigan Adventures, what he does is does a hot tent live, and in his hot tent, and carving and stuff and doing all different stuff, but gets people from all over the world watching him, and or watching him, but watching Jimmy Boy, right? Very cool. Yeah, and Discord channel would be cool. Yeah, so the Discord channel is already made. So we'll have to figure out how we're going to get it opened up to everybody as well. Because right now we're just trying to keep it, because I don't want to post. We talked about this, not posting it on something that just anybody would be able to go on and come on, because we want to protect it until we get things in place to like people that are on it more often and can monitor people getting on there kind of crazy, because that can happen. All right. John Bracy, how are you doing, John? Surely enjoy your YouTubes. Thank you so much. Yeah. Lower Michigan Adventures. Yeah. It gets late up there. You got a lot you do. The wind is crazy here. Jim Thorpe. Yeah, Jim Thorpe, Jim Thorpe is kind of the direction that was going over towards Schuylkill County. So Jim Thorpe isn't too far. I used to fish over in that area, my father-in-law and I believe there's a tunnel, an old train tunnel over at Jim Thorpe too. Early on, was within the first year of my channel. I got off work one evening, and that's when it was lighter longer. Got off work. It was within my first 5 months of the channel, and I ran over there quick, and because they were letting people go early that evening. They didn't need as many because they didn't have as many stuff to do. So they were like, hey, if you want to take off, you can. And I thought, you know what? I'm trying to film, got my stuff. I'm going to go film this. So I went over there and filmed that tunnel. Jim Thorpe. Okay. Let's see. You're getting tired, Jimmy boy. Yep. Cheers to you too, brother. Let us know if you have questions. Yeah. Good night. Good night. Good night. All right. Let's see. I'm scrolling. So does anybody have any questions for me about like did I show? I did. Yeah. In that video I showed this flashlight 1500 lumens. There is a link in the description of this video. In fact, I've started in all the description of the videos. A lot of times you'll see, I just keep it the same pretty much and add stuff to it. But I've got all my links down there in the description if anybody's ever interested in knowing what I use or how I use it. Yeah, hello, random adventures. Hey, how are you doing, Kendrick? Let's see. Kendrick Metz. Hello, Random Adventures 2.0. How's it going? Me and my wife been watching you, Steve Wallace, Crazy Caddy, and Camping with Champion. And I figured it was time for our first car camp here in Texas. That is cool. I'm glad you're going to give it a try. Yeah. So again, about analytics, I have a thing that in 28 days, like it says, who else does your subscribers watch? And it gives you like about 12 channels, and every single one that you mentioned is in that list. Yeah. So a lot of like I said, there's a lot of crossover between channels. Yeah. Yeah. But I hope you get out and do the, I hope you get out and do the car camp. Yeah. And have a good time. I always say don't go to a high risk situation first. Try to go somewhere. I mean, you're probably not going to do a stealth camp, but definitely get out there. And if you guys do decide to travel and it works out good for you, it's a great way to travel. Save a lot on hotels and so I have. Let's see. Let's see. Batten down the hatches. Right. Right when I read that light thunder, I can hear it. It's a rumbling. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna get going here for a couple hours. I go, yeah, yeah, definitely good to have your inhaler along with you. I know sometimes my one friend, he used to do it all the time, and just based on weather and stuff can affect the breathing. Yeah, check your yeah. There we go. Check out Hammock Mountain. Thanks for putting those things in there, brother. I I, th- I thought you Pennsylvania said yuns. Yuns. Yeah, I did say that earlier tonight. I said we got y'all. I'm from, mom raised with her, we were in South Carolina. I didn't actually live in South Carolina, but that's where she lived. And but that's where we got the y'all all the time. Yeah, that was the uh yeah. Sorry, shake my leg. Freddie Moss, brother, how you doing? Hey, darling, and Dixie Cup. Yeah, Mike, how's the storm over near you? It's it's been heading your way, but it hits me first before it hits you, I think. Yeah. Yins. Right. KN Yins. Yeah. There's a lot of little slang there. Okay. I think I'm getting close. I slept through the weather last night down here in Mobile, Alabama. Bama, slept right through it. Russell, how are you doing? Oh, that's right. Tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, I almost forgot. I'll have to let's see if I can do it. But I got blue. I should have had that green. Oh, I should have had a green. Let's see if I can do green. We're gonna have blue down below. I don't know if it's gonna go green. I can't change it right now. Change. It's not changing. I would have had to do that earlier. Change the little light bulbs down there and there, there. My screen's opposite of me. Come on, there, and those up there. So when I'm looking at the screen, everything's opposite. Messes me up. I always point in the wrong direction. Yeah, but we should have had it all done for St. Patty's Day. Ah, could have done it. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but didn't. Little town near Cabin in Jasper. Yes, annual Jasper Jam. You know what? I should do an Overlanders thing. I was invited last year to do an Overlander event, but didn't get to go. That was a long, loud thunder. Welcome 2.0 crew. Yeah, icons saying good evening, good evening. So, yep, that's a new member there. Hammock Mountain saying welcome, welcome. Yeah, I know you're gone now. I'm just getting to it, but yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing you down there. How how to become a member? I guess I'm getting old. Yeah. So there is a like if you go off of like onto any video, there's a little join button that shows there, and it does a little join. Let's see. I will announce a meetup on my channel. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Hammock Mountain, there's gonna be, like I was saying, it's geographic, so any members that you have, if they know you're coming and they're within the area, that you figure if you're coming and I'm there and they they like us both, they'll they'll come and they'll get 2 for 1 deal. Yeah. But there's, like I said, I in my mind, I believe this is going to grow to where it's every 24th of May is going to be Knoebel's Creator YouTube Day for creators and subscribers to come out and meet one another and have fun as a day in the park. No, you're not banned. Not at all, Dean. Type here. It should be. Let's see. Squirrels. I'll be with hammock. 3 hammocks. What's that event name again, Tony? Oh, so it's going to be the yeah. So it's going to be scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Hopefully, y'all can see that. But it is Knoebel's. Yeah. So that'll probably give me. I would like eventually to be able to, but the campgrounds do fill up kind of fast. Yeah, they what's the event, Tony, again? Because I'll be there with 3 hammocks, 4 tents, and all my gear. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how, like a place I know Mossy Point's got a lot of trees. I've never been to the campground on location, but they do have cabins and stuff like that. But you don't want to run a cabin. But I'm trying to, but unless we all do a wood stealth camp somewhere. But I'll be there till midnight. Yeah. But yes, I'm trying to think of what I could tell you for all of that. What? Stitch just gifted 5 more memberships. Stitch, thank you so much for doing that. Who's getting a Marka Libby, Philip Drake, Eileen, Sudafed, Sudafed probably, and Brewers Prospecting. Oh, that is so awesome. Yeah, thanks a lot for doing that, Stitch. Yeah, and like I said, when you get those, go on and check it out and hit that link for the Discord, because once you are in the Discord, you pretty much that's the links in there. Let's see. And then I think when you're in Discord, like if you have a friend, somebody else that you might be able to send the link to them too. I think I'm not as familiar with all that stuff. Russell says, are going to cook corned beef and cabbage or shepherd's pie when St. Patty's Day tomorrow. So I used to love shepherd's pie, but no, I'm probably going to not, because I just made a 4-pound pot roast tonight. So I'll probably have that with eggs in the morning. Might put some green food dye in my eggs. No. Yeah. But I used to love making shepherd's pie and stuff, but I don't eat any of that stuff anymore. No mashed potatoes, no cabbage, no nothing. So I am just meat and beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Some chicken every once in a while, and some fish, sardines every once in a while. Yeah. Oh, I see you saying happy anniversary. So What's that? To Macon. Happy anniversary. I missed it, but I see M&T Living saying happy anniversary to you guys. Happy anniversary. I must have missed it when I was coming down. Oh, there we go. Mike from Hancon. That's right. My lovely wife, Sherry. Yep. Okay. Yesterday's it's 34 years. That is awesome. Oh, what Ed gifted a membership as well. Pop it up. Yeah, it did. Your tribal chief was gifted a membership from Ed. Well, that's really great. So, just such a blessing for you guys to be doing this for one another. Really, really amazing. And thank you again, Ed. And guys, don't forget to donate something to a food bank. Because with all the devastation, I know there's a lot that need it. You know, when I was down in South Carolina, there was this little support box, a donate box, where I met Joshua, but saw people coming and dropping food off to that little, like, you know, the little book libraries that a lot of times you see, but it had food in it when I was doing that trip from back in Florida. Let's see. Oh, my internet's freezing. Why is that freezing? It's not freezing on my camera, but it was freezing on my screen down here. There you go. Kitchen Witch already did all that. Even cooked it in Guinness. Guinness stew, yum. Yeah, that's a Guinness, a nice dark beer. Tony, you gotta check out my knife sharpening videos on Facebook. Oh yeah, I'll definitely have to do that. And a bunch of meat. I just wanted to be able to, yeah, shake your hand, or even better, give you a huge hug. Well, I'll definitely take the hug and a handshake, but I'm a hugger. I have always been a hugger. Yeah, look forward to it. Getting ready to plan a taco celebration one soon. Oh, I like tacos. I need to think about dinner tonight. Right now, all this food talk's making me hungry. Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, I was done eating for today. Seems like when I ate earlier this morning, it's like that made me a little bit hungrier. Yeah. Yeah, doing a little research about eating during the day, because as you know, my blood does hold on to, they said some people will just naturally do this. They hold on to, so glucose, even though I don't eat anything that turns into glucose, except for protein, still does a little bit, but sometimes it builds up in my blood, and that can be because I'm eating late at last meal at night. But I was watching something 2 days ago, said about changing, because your body naturally will release, because your body makes glucose, and then glucosamine or something like that, so stored in the muscles, and then any extras is in the blood or something like that. Listen to me. So I'm not a doctor, one, but it said about eating your meal during daylight hours and early in the morning. Like, try to move your biggest meal to closer to the when you wake up, because your body naturally releases some of that glucose to wake you up in the morning. And if you're don't use it all up, it just builds up if you're eating meals throughout the day. But it gives your body a chance to get rid of it through the day, that extra glucose, and not store it. Something like that. Look it up on YouTube. I was just watching it yesterday. It was really interesting, because I'm trying to figure out just different things with it to understand. Yeah. Oh, do you really, to practice with your band? Yeah. So, like Stitch was saying, you can go live on there with everybody. Huh, that's neat. Let's see. We're getting ready to. Okay, I did. It did work. I You're welcome. Mm-hmm. Yep. To Cycle Biker, uh, Rick Street. Take care, everybody. Must pick up food order, right? That's because we're all talking about food. Uh, on 95 North Virginia. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to talk, Matt. I'm also thinking of trying to figure out something to do too between now and May. I might make a trip. I'm thinking about it, but I had a lot of stuff I have to get done here as well. A lot going on. Lot. Why? Yeah, let's see. Channel catfish aren't the biggest cats, right? But I think they taste the best. Let's see. I like Discord too. Okay, 7 kids, grandkids. I have a private channel. Oh, okay. So Discord, like I said, I've not been well known about. I haven't known well about it. That sentence didn't make any sense, right? I haven't known enough about it um, to learn, but KN did a super awesome job with it. She designed the whole thing. Yeah. Uh, oh, yeah, that would be cool. Unfortunately, like if I wanted to grill something there, like charcoal, because I've got the pavilion, they don't allow anything like that near the pavilion. It's got to be out from the pavilion, and so that's why I just ordered a big griddle. But yeah, big old pig roast, that would be awesome. Yeah, yeah. Down at I do adventures down there at Mossy Swamp. Last year, I got a little bite of the pig because I got there, my battery died, I had to walk back to camp. By the time I got back to the pig, all it was pretty much just gone. But yeah, very cool. Let's see. Yeah, if anybody's on Instagram, my daughter does Instagram. So it's shaker underscore outdoors. So she does a lot of hunts and things like that, and you know, really cool. But she posts a lot on Instagram. Yeah, she's put up a couple pictures of her out with the boys. Science tractor. Yeah, yep, get past. Yeah, yeah, especially when it's windy, they can really swerve. Because it doesn't look like anybody's got any. All should have next time you were up. Yeah. So because she said the word property, she was so excited. They've been looking at some land up there, and it became available. So this nice piece of property, I kind of know where it's at, and hopefully I can get a little camping area kind of figured out in there. But we're gonna go walk the property in a couple weeks. Yeah, I'll make a trip notes. Yeah, no, definitely. We'll have to figure something out on how to do that. But I got to get my passport. I keep saying it. I got to go get it. Just go get it. Tony, go get your passport. I've been thinking about it for years. At one time you didn't need one. I remember when Lisa and I guess that would be 20 some years ago. We were up in the Poconos and ended up with a kid 10 months later, one of our kids. But we went up there for one of our anniversaries and we walked across the bridge into Canada and, went to Ripley's Believe It or Not and all that stuff. But that was 20 some years ago. How old's Riley? Maybe about 24 years ago. Yeah, 24 years ago, 24, 25 years ago. Yeah, call it. Let's see. I still have yeah, tariffs, 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 tariffs. I know he's gone tonight, but thank you again, Small Town Adventures. Ooh, and that was just recently. Ouch. Yes, darling. 2 more days till Knoebels Meetup. Is that it? Just 72 more days? Oh, that's coming quick. Yeah, it'll be here before we know it. I froze on my screen over here again. Where Toronto, Canada located at? what? What, Leonard? I'm not sure. It's located in Toronto. I never count mine. Let's see. Oh, with the stitches. Right. I tried to avoid knowing. Yeah, Matt. Food. Yeah, I'm so hungry now. Yeah, I'm getting to all these things when we were talking about food. All right, so let's see. Sausage and burgers, accoutrement. Sam knows it. Yes, sir. Accoutrement. A, B. Are you East Coast? Mm-hmm. Get cracking on his passport, right? Definitely. I should do that. I think you just go to the courthouse. Imagine. Good night. Sorry, I missed it. My birthday is Tuesday, and going to spend it with my 86-year-old mother. Blessed to have her. God bless everyone. God bless you too, Maria. And happy birthday on Tuesday. That's just 2 days away. Really, less than that if we go by midnight. Just a little over one more day. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The under quilt and the top quilt. My backpack was so light now that I took that under quilt and the top quilt that I had out, and now I have the two down pieces. Oh my goodness, it's so light. Amazing how I didn't realize I was really starting to realize it was getting heavier and heavier every time I put something in it. But makes a huge difference, and packable size too, because I didn't take my 55-liter that time. Tanya saying happy birthday. Yeah, so much lighter and warmer. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday. Everybody's saying good night, good night, good night to Maria. Happy birthday. I would sing, but it's not Monday yet. Is that how the word I'm trying to say is spelled? I missed it. What word were you trying to spell? Scott, I didn't see that. Okay. I think so. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, when I had and this is back when my appliance wasn't working. So when the guy I was talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, they don't make them the way they used to," and he covers a big area, and he said, years ago, He said, he said, he already gotten a part to replace and the part didn't work that he needed to replace. He said he gets into them and he said they're made so much cheaper now and they cost more, right? I said, "Oh, you're not the Maytag man." He says, "Oh, even the Maytag man's working with the as cheap as things are made nowadays." Let's see. The Wild West one. I missed John. Yeah, 35 minutes ago. That's Miss 2.0. Watching it snow. Got another foot last night. Last 2 nights, another foot. Whew, you guys get a lot of snow up there in Oregon. All right, going down. Oh, what's it? Let's see what Dixie Cup. I think, let's see if I can read this. I watch lives from laptop or tablet because they both have keyboards. Which makes typing comments easier. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I usually have it on my computer and then but I can't type very fast. So I do my phone, like leave the volume off on my phone and just listen to it and then comment in my phone with talk to text. There you go. Watches on TV. Okay. Dixie's on a laptop. Oh, so I did on Discord. I put up so anybody that's not so I wanted. I'm playing around with it, and I put a what do you call it? A uh, question, like a poll. All right. So I put a question on there. How many cups of coffee do you drink a day? And I said 1 to 2, 3 to 4. I should have put 2 to 3, but 3 to 4, and then 5 plus. And the winner, 5 people answered the poll, and number one answer, 1 to 2, was the winner. 60%, 40%. The other 2 people. So 3 must have said 1 to 2, and then 2 people said the next one, 3 to 4. And I didn't think about it, but when I drink coffee, this is a cup for me. So this is our biggest cup. So I don't know how big that is. Extra large size, it says. So when you think about it, I usually drink 2 of these, sometimes 3 throughout the day. And that would be 24 ounces, maybe a cup like that. So that's a lot of coffee. Yeah. I'm trying to cut down a little bit. Why? Why, right? Yeah. Hey, there's Crazy Caddy 97. Uh, Roman Reigns, Atlanta. So that's Jim Ross. How are you doing, Jim? Let's see, a little fun. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Jim Ross. Oh, okay. Wooten, got your Robert, got your stickers. Thank you. You are much welcome. Let's see. I'm getting in with uh, Yeah, no, that would be cool. Steve is pondering it. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna actually message him and say, hey, because I know he's goes down to Georgia now too. I was gonna send him and say, hey, Steve, take a look. I've got a event, but my goodness, we'd fill the park if people knew he was coming, right? Yeah, no, that'd be great, Dean. He's a pondering. I got to get my passport. I've been talking about it for 15 years at least. Car camp. My first car camp, and it wasn't called car camping, was my with my mother in a lot behind the store in Virginia. I slept on an old secondhand Cadillac. I slept in an old secondhand Cadillac. I was 9 years old. It was great, right? Oh, that is so cool. I only listen to your accounts of 50% of the time and regrets the 50% that he ignores, right? We'll see. Yeah, no, I definitely got to. Do I just go to the courthouse? Is that where you get them at? I guess I got to find out. I'll find out. I should do a video on nothing but cooking gear and calling it OnlyPans, right? Let's see. Success. I'm a scanning. Get with the program, Tony. Raphael, I didn't even notice. What did I miss? Huh? Oh, what did I miss? I must have missed something. I apologize. Where's the arrows? This is harder than it looks. I just make it look easy, right? No, just kidding. Yep, St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day to everybody. Hunter Johnson. How are you doing tonight, Hunter? Let's see. That's my one grandson's name, Hunter. Hello, sir. How are you doing this evening? I am doing good. Victoria Reeves, thank you. Even though watched you for a time, Tony. Love to Lisa. Aw, thank you so much, Victoria. First live stream. Well, welcome. First, you always remember the first time, right? Yeah, you're doing so well. Thank you so much, Victoria. Yeah, no, we do this every Sunday night live. And thank you again, Stitch, for doing those gifted memberships. How long are we on here? What? We already went over 2 hours. I can't believe it. Time just flies. 2 hours and 17 minutes. 70 people still watching. So we'll just to keep it going because I ain't even down to the bottom of the comments yet. Hey, there you did. Yeah, you did, Matt. Just made it. Good deal. Awesome, awesome. Yeah. Are you familiar with Georgia Bushcraft and their spring camp out in April? I have heard about it, Greg, but I have never really researched it. I know last year, I believe Rewild had gone up to it, so I did see a little bit that he had posted that him and his wife had gone up there. So I saw a little bit of a video that was, but I've never been. Yeah, and that's in Georgia. It's on my mind. Yeah, Georgia is on my mind. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have to check that out more. There's just so much things to do, so many things to do, so little time. It is a lot of stuff. Yeah, all the time. Oh, forgot about the time change. Yeah. Uh, yeah, the time change where I'm from, I don't change our clocks. Uh, Maybe one day we won't be changing them either, but we'll see. They've been talking about it for years. The constant back and forth, spring ahead, fall back. That's not good on your biological clock. It wreaks havoc. Yeah. I just want to stay light longer. I like that. But then others like it light earlier. It's like, I guess you just got to bite the bullet and make at least 50% of the people happy. Right. Let's see. Thanks, everyone. But I was hoping to gift folks currently in chat. Yeah, unfortunately, as we explained, it just does that. And it's just a luck of the draw who it picks. But thank you, Stitch, for doing it. Did you go through Flora City? Hey, Paul, did I go through Flora City or is Scotcha? Is I stachata. Flora City does look familiar. When you were in Florida, both are along the Withlacoochee River. Well, I know I didn't say it correctly, but I was pretty close to that river because I think they did a little hike when we were in Hancon. So I was up around the Brooksville area, but I did run over to the Gulf of America. Actually, I rolled down the window and I asked this lady that was walking her dog because I was driving and I was just following the map, but I was way off into there's just a little bit of houses that had flooded that area earlier. And I got to a crossroad. I rolled down the window. I said, "What's over that way?" I said, "Before I drive that way." She goes, "Gulf of America." And I was like, "Oh, that is true. Yeah, that's awesome." And then a little bit later, I saw that it was on Google Earth now. Even's got it on there, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yes, it controls who does it. Ed Gifted. Thank you again, Ed, for doing that tonight as well. Yeah. Right. So there is a thing that KN put in there, like learn about Discord, and I think it's over on the drop. I'm the last one to be able to tell you how to operate it. Yeah. I have enough trouble hitting record and talking and making sure I'm looking at the camera. Yeah. Let's see. And there's no way to tell. A forum. Yeah, and that's what I have a problem with too. People are like, "Oh, did you go on the Hammock forum?" I'm crazy trying to figure that stuff out. Yeah, so you have been video freezing some. Okay, so it's freezing on my screen there. Hopefully, but it's not freezing on my phone recording. So hopefully, I'm not doing too much. But the audio has been great even when that happens. Perfect. Thank you so much for that, brother. Let's see. And so I'm going to scroll a little faster. I get the pleasure of moving into my truck tomorrow morning. Had my paid off home stolen from me. If anyone can help, I'm about to be broke and homeless, and I'm ready to, and I'm really not a bum. I am disabled. Oh, that is at the Horseman. Well, I wonder if that's kind of like that. You hear how they go on and they steal your identity, but there was one where they can get your mortgage or something like that. Hopefully that didn't happen to you. Let's see. Oh, well, thank you so much. And I'll be praying for you, brother. Discord is like a forum that mixes up with Skype, kind of. If you are on here or Facebook, if you want, uh, have much trouble figuring it out, or Facebook, you won't have. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. I'm a looking. I just want to make sure I don't miss something. But my fingers are scrolling a little bit faster. I had nothing but how. 257 Milo. How are you doing? Salute from Florida. Well, salute day. So please get some video of the sump in Northeast PA. So I'm not sure where it's at. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa, is she off tomorrow? She might have to work tomorrow. Yeah, but I'm going over to Rob's. Rob he used to be a New York, worked for like up in New York. What is that called? I forget. The Authority up there, but he was a carpenter, and he's got worked in like cabinets and stuff like that. Build some amazing stuff. He wants me to bring the car over because he wants to build me a thing for underneath of my refrigerator and battery bank that will slide in and out. Instead of my table that I have, it would be something I can slide out. He talked about having a little drawer in there. So eventually, I think if you know who Joe Pesci is, my cousin Vinny, Rob, you would think it was him. The way he talks, even the way he looks. So I told him one day, I said, I'm going to put you on video and say, oh, yeah, this is my cousin Vinny. So, yeah, that would be pretty cool. So I've got to be over to his house tomorrow. And then I stopped with George. He's going to be down to have coffee with us because, like I said, he died last week, and they brought him back to life. His wife brings him down and sits him in a chair, and then we hang out. But every day he's getting a little better. So I got that. Going to hang out with him just for a little bit until I go for my physical therapy for my stroke side. We're working on core stuff, and it's getting better. It definitely is. I'm helping. It's helping. 4 Arby's sandwiches, $10. Uh, I'm just scrolling. Email. Goodness, Tony, so far behind. Am I? Wow, I can't see the time. 9:07. I'm still 20 minutes behind. Tall Trees Adventures. How are you doing? Good evening, Tony and the 2.0 family. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, the longer I'm on here, the more people that that's because some people are doing things on Sunday night, so they jump in at different times. Then we had the time change. I'm loving it. Loving the time change, but I'll scroll a little quicker because I try to read stuff too. Let's see. Love my coffee, right, Rick? Yeah, I have trouble sleeping some nights. And Lisa said, well, stop drinking coffee earlier. So as you notice, I don't have any coffee tonight. A lot of times I'll have a cup up here while we're doing this. That's because you're Canadian. Oh, let's see. Miss 2.0 saying hi again. Hi, Ann. She's checking. You guys still talking? Yeah. You get them. Oh, you get them at the post office. Okay. I will have to go to the post office tomorrow. I had a passport for 60 years. And this guy, right? Right? Well, I never had a reason to leave to go to another country. You didn't need a passport all the time. Hey, James, how are you doing? Hey, Tony, what day is the meetup? At the bottom of the screen, May 24th, which is a Saturday. I should have put Saturday on there, but it's going to be on a Saturday. It's Memorial Day weekend. So you got Saturday for the meetup. If after the meetup, you didn't want to drive home and you wanted to stay for an extra day, you got Sunday. And then you still got Monday, which is Memorial Day, to drive home. Or if you had other things to do, you can kind of bounce around and do different things as well. Hey, Josh, how are you doing? Let's see. Working, but pooped into. Oh, pooped. Popped. So I must be getting tired. Josh, thank you for popping in. Working, but popped in like the vid. You probably popped out already and didn't hear me say that. Right? Hey, David Hurley. There you go. Yep, David Hurley. I know I am working on still loving the squirrel shirt, laugh out loud. So I am, stickers are on their way. Yeah, just letting you know. Let's see. But yeah, the squirrel shirt link is in the description of this video as well. Once, the squirrel shirt that I wear sometimes. Yeah. The square Tony always with the passport process, everyone, no worries. I'm sure you will. You like, get that passport. Oh, let's see. Good night. Good night. Good night to I'm not lost. I'm exploring. Yeah, hope to see you over there because I know you're not too far away. Oh, let's see. Hey, Eric Smith, how are you doing? Hello, Tony from Kentucky. I love Kentucky. Brenda, turn the green lights on. I was trying to, but it wasn't doing it, which is I wonder why. It must be the remote thing must be a little hidden over here. See, this leg's stiff. Didn't want to come along. Got it plugged in here. Let's see. Green. Oh, green. Maybe this isn't the remote for this one. I think it is. Oh, there it is. Green. Happy St. Patty's Day. So I do have, we're just going to let the lower ones blue because I'd be 10 minutes getting those bulbs changed out. Let's see. So they are green. There you go, Brenda. Green lights. I don't think I can do anything else green in here. Nope. All right. Cheers. Let's see. Miss. So, Miss 2.0 and I. This was a while ago. This is when we were out at ran up to Grand Canyon about 8 years ago. 7 years ago, when we were at rock climbing. We were at a climbing gym doing some rock climbing. Lisa found these pictures the other day and gave them to me. I stuck them up here on the shelf. There we go. All righty, so we are back. I had to stretch my legs. I can get a blood clot. Is anyone else here from Arkansas? Probably not. Most of us don't have YouTube, as I joke. You should find. Yeah, we'll definitely be praying for you, brother. Paul. Paul's my middle name. Yeah. T. Horseman. Let's see. Steve Gunn's Arkansas is like Cuba. Pretty much. Let's see. Kind of like Cuba. You guys are probably way past that stuff. So, yeah. Let's see. There he is. So the northwest wind is on here. So we were talking about sausage and peppers and all kinds of stuff. Accoutrement. Hey, Mark M., how you doing? Let's see. Hey, Tony. Good to see you, Tony. Good to see you too. Oh, hey. Hey. Just got busted stealth camping myself. Goodness. There you go. Today's you probably had a lot of wind and storm. Hopefully you didn't get busted. Do I got to bail you out? A lot of time I've spent a lot of time in Newfoundland. Great food, great people, but the further out you go, the less you understand them. Hey, there's Chuck. Chuck, did you get the I think that's who I had said. I missed the email. Yeah, Chuck. When I looked at the email, you forgot to put the address in to send you some stickers. So if you can email me, you got an email from me. Just put in there your the address, and I'll get those stickers out right away. All right. Is Mark saying hi to Sam? Let's see. Ooh. What is that? Nice. Oh, I love catching trout. My biggest German brown trout weighed 19 pounds, 9 ounces on 6-pound test line. That's when fishing's fun. Yeah, that's when it's fun. Or can they, let's see. Is two cycle biker, what if I don't subscribe? Can I still come? Or can they still come? Yeah, anybody can come. So the neat thing, if you're talking about the meetup, Knoebels is free park, free to park, free to get in, free to come see over at Pavilion C. If that's all you want to do and you walk out, you get in your car and you drive away, you spent nothing except for the gas to get there. But I encourage people, if they're coming, do what you want. Come visit for a little bit, and then head on out and go see the park, and come over. I'll be at the Pavilion C the whole time, and I think the Northwest Wind's going to be hanging out there too for a while. I don't. If you're subscribed to multiple channels, check out to see, because I'm telling all the channels that are coming, let everybody know when you're going to be there. at the Pavilion C. Use that as your base camp, and then say, "Hey, I'm going to be, at the pavilion from 1 to 3, or 6 o'clock at night till 8 o'clock at night. I'll be at the pavilion." So that your subscribers know when you're going to be in the area, because we've got, like I said, a lot of crossover. And then if you want to just hang out there and meet other subscribers and or other creators and stuff, that's the whole idea. Let's see. Yes way. Yeah, I was partially busted. Partially. Twice. Yeah. Yeah, Sam's been on a roll. That's good for views when you get busted. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. You're doing good. Let's see. Stitches. Man of all trades. I know. I learn more and more every time we talk. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Miss 2.0. I guess your lights are a little squirrely. Yeah, they were. They weren't switching. I think what it was pulled off to the side. Hey, brother Anthony Price. God bless you, brother. How you doing tonight? And I continue to pray for you. I hope you are doing better, Tony. Thank you so much. God bless everyone. Yeah, no, Oh, you sent my address. Perfect, Chuck. Um, but yeah. When I did the video the other night, like I said, it's my leg. It was thumping, thumping. So I overdid it a little bit, walking in there and then walking back to that other area to put the game cam up and stuff, and then back. It was starting to thump. Getting dinner prepped, marinating some thin cut strip steak. Ooh, yummy. With is that swarma seasoning? I don't know. I didn't say that right. I don't think. Yeah, thank you so much, Chuck. I will get that in my email when I get off. Backwoods Mindset, how are you doing? Yes. Hey, y'all. Yeah, it's going. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Getting there. Smash that like button, people. Peoples. Yes. Oh, what am I getting down to the bottom? Oh, I think I just got down to the bottom. Let me check. I guess you missed my comment about hugs. Yeah, I did. Oh, hugs. Do I got to scroll all the way up, or you want to put that in there again? I'm just going, and I miss stuff all the time. I when I'm all done, I'm probably like missed 10%. Getting better, maybe. But yeah, I'm a big hugger. I love to hug. Oh, Dean, you snuck back. Oh, I snuck back on for a second. Yeah, I think we're getting ready to go. It's 2:42. Oh, you're welcome. Nice. Doing good. Good. The best stuff. Tony misses the best stuff. Yeah, I do. Stuff later in chat. Yeah, the longer I'm going, tell you what, I'll scroll up and see if I can find it. It's middle. Yeah, because I'm watching you guys talk, and then let's see. Wish I had a search button. Oh, I was gonna say it'd probably be better if you put it in there again. So I said I gotta be careful with us Alabama boys. We get bear hugs. Oh, yeah, you do. Now, that's one thing. When I give a hug, it's not like I give a nice strong hug, but man, I love bear hugs. Yeah, thank you for putting that back in there, Scott. With the Shaw, with the with the so so shawarma, shawarma. Uh I can't do it. I'm not. I am phonically challenged. The later it goes. Dry ground spices with cumin, turmeric, paprika, allspice, yum, coriander, and garlic powder. Ah, mine's the opposite way. AP, Anthony Paul. Myra, what? Myra, okay. Well, you're so tall. It's hard for me to give you a hug way up there. Yeah. Let's see. All righty. I so, no, Anthony. Anthony. All right. So I am probably going to get ready to go. Does anybody have any last questions for me or anything I wanted to say? I don't know if Randy and Ernette are still on here, but Randy and Annette, thank you so much for the blessing. Very, very thankful. All righty. What is the closest airport to fly into for Knoebels? So, Anthony, there isn't. There's Harrisburg Airport. There's Wilkes-Barre Scranton, which is Wilkes-Barre Airport. There is Williamsport, which I think Williamsport would be the closest. Williamsport. Yeah, I think Williamsport, PA is the closest one. Let's see. Yeah, but I mean Harrisburg is too. Harrisburg is in that airport's about an hour and 10 minutes. But I know I'm not sure how many can get into, like how many flights fly into Williamsport. But Williamsport is closer. Absolutely. Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to continue to do some rehab and stuff like that to walk the Appalachian Trail. I'd love to, Paul. I was just watching some hikers. So there's a hiker. I met his mom in the meat market, Irish Isles. Wa- um, ah, wandering Sam. Wander. I can't think of it right now. I was just watching it. Um, uh, Sam, but his mom, she was talking. Says, my son is hiking the Appalachian Trail. I was like, oh, that is so cool. He's done quite a few trails and stuff, but I'll have to remember what that is. But he's putting out some videos on the Appalachian Trail right now. Hey, Gregory Hess. Good evening, Tony. God bless. God bless you too, Gregory. Good to see you in here tonight. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's Allentown too. I forgot about that. There are so many. In fact, Allentown, when we were at Allentown, is where we flew out of, Lisa and I. We've flown out of there before. I think Allentown may be closer than Williamsport to Knoebels. Good possibility. Good possibility. Um, all right. Well, it is 2 hours and 48 minutes. And I got some things to heat up for Miss 2.0 for dinner. Detroit to South Carolina. Yeah. All righty. If anybody doesn't have anything else, good night. 210 Outdoors. I'm going to go ahead and start saying good night and getting out of here for the night. You guys, if you're celebrating St. Patty's Day tomorrow, you have a great St. Patty's Day, and best wishes to everyone. And yeah, I've read that book. Anthony, thank you so much for that. Oi, stop scrolling. I can do that. I can do that. I can do it. Have a great night, all. Thank you so much, Anthony, for that super sticker. I really appreciate that. You have a great week. Remember, buddy, if you need me, give me a call. Love talking to you. Let's see. Last for say, good chatting as well. I hope all take care and eat well. Good night, Tony, and everybody says Mike, and let's see, roll tide, buddy. Good night, Jackie. Good night, Hammock Mountain. Good night, Mary. Good night, Johnny. Look at y'all, came up right on top of one another. Good night, Steve and Kitchen Witch and Kayanne. Good night, good seeing you in here. Hammock Mountain and Anthony Price, Greg, Betros. How are you doing? You have a great week. All right, so teacups. Yep, Tanya. Good night. Good night. Good night. All right. Good night, Paul. Be praying for you. All right. Remember, it's just one adventure at a time and only one Sunday night at a time. All right, everyone. You guys have a great week and a great night. And I don't have a video for Thursday yet. So I got to get cracking. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm still working with this stuff. And I got rehab 2 days this week. But again, thank you all so much for the support, and maybe pick an old video and watch one. I'll see. I'm sure I can get something together. Okay. ShareCon 7. Good night. Good night. Good night, Hammock Mountain. Good night, all. Good night. Good night. Good night. And blessings to you too, brother. All right, Scott. Good night. War Eagle. That's cool. All right. Good night, Stitch. All right. You be safe out there this week. And you got Miss Stitch coming home. All righty. First, last. Okay. Well, love you guys. Good night, Gene. I feel like I'm missing so many people. All right. Good night, everyone. Love you guys. See you on the next one. Don't forget, every Sunday night, we're here, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Huh? Should we go back to 8 o'clock? Nah, let's keep it 7. All right. Love you guys. I got to hit the button. Oh, here we go. Tony. 2.0 out. Good night, everyone. Have a great week and a great night of sleep. All right. God bless y'all. See ya. Life on a budget. All right. Love you guys.